video, we're diving into the insurance policy that people often overlook, but can make all the difference when life throws you a curveball. So everyone, my name's Eric Hunsaker, and on this channel we cut through the fluff to help you make smarter insurance decisions. Now, most of us are familiar with auto and home insurance, and we've heard of health and life insurance. There's a gap in many people's protection plans could leave their savings at risk. Today, we'll explore umbrella insurance, a policy designed to kick in when your existing liability coverage runs out, and why you might need it, even if you think you're covered. We'll also touch on another often forgotten policy, disability insurance. By the end, you'll understand what these coverages do, who needs them, and how to decide whether they're right for you. Understanding liability risk. Everyday activities that could lead to lawsuits. We live in a litigious society. Accidents happen, and when they do, lawsuits can follow. You might think lawsuits are only for the wealthy, but everyday activities can expose anyone to liability. Consider these scenarios. You get into a multi-car accident and several people are injured. Your dog bites a neighbor's child. A visitor slips on your icy driveway and suffers serious injuries. You post something on social media that someone claims is defamatory. You coach a kid's soccer team and a player is injured under your watch. Your home or auto insurance includes liability coverage, but it has limits. Damages exceed those limits, the injured party can sue you for the difference. Your savings, home equity, and future wages could be at risk. The role of liability insurance. Liability insurance pays for damages you're legally responsible for, such as medical bills, lost wages, and legal fees up to the policy limit. Most auto policies provide bodily injury liability and property damage liability. Homeowners policies include personal liability coverage for injuries on your property or incidents involving pets. However, these limits are often modest, commonly $100,000 to $300,000. Serious accidents or lawsuits can exceed these amounts easily. That's where umbrella insurance enters the picture. What is umbrella insurance? Definition and purpose. Umbrella insurance is a type of personal liability insurance that provides an extra layer of coverage beyond the limits of your home, auto, or other liability policy. It kicks in after you exhaust the underlying policy. For example, if you have $300,000 in auto liability coverage and you're sued for $1 million, your auto policy would pay the first $300,000 and your umbrella policy would cover the remaining $700,000 up to the umbrella policy's limit. Without umbrella insurance, you would be personally responsible for the difference. What it covers. Umbrella policies typically cover bodily injury liability, so injuries to others in auto accidents on your property or caused by your pet. Property damage liability. Damage you cause to someone else's property, such as vehicles, buildings, or personal possession. Personal liability. Lawsuits for slander, libel, defamation, or invasion of privacy. This is especially relevant in the age of social media. Legal fees. Attorney's fees and court costs are included in coverage and do not reduce the liability limits. Umbrella insurance does not cover your own injuries or damage to your property. It also doesn't cover criminal or intentional acts. It's designed to protect against unexpected high-cost liability claims. How it works with underlying policies. Umbrella insurance is secondary coverage. So to purchase an umbrella policy, you must have certain minimum liability limits on your auto and home policies. Usually around $250,000 to $500,000 for auto, bodily injury, and $300,000 for homeowners liability. Now, once those are exhausted, the umbrella kicks in. This layering helps keep umbrella premiums affordable. Now, because the likelihood of catastrophic claims is low and your primary policies cover most smaller claims, insurers can offer umbrella coverage at relatively low rates. Who needs umbrella insurance? Not just the wealthy. A common misconception is that only high net worth individuals need umbrella insurance. While wealthy people have more assets to protect, middle income earners are not immune to lawsuits. Judgments can target your future income or force you to sell assets. Even if you rent a home and have modest savings, a serious accident could bankrupt you without umbrella coverage. Factors that increase risk. Consider an umbrella policy if any of the following apply. You own property. Homeowners face risks like slips and falls, dog bites, and pool accidents. You have teenage drivers. Young drivers are more likely to cause accidents. Higher limits protect your family's assets. You have significant savings or future earnings. Lawsuits can seize assets and garnish wages. You coach sports or volunteer. Activities involving children and organized groups carry liability exposure. You have a public presence. Social media posts, podcasts, or blogs can lead to defamation claims. You rent out property. Landlords can be sued for tenant injuries or negligence. If If you meet multiple factors, umbrella insurance becomes even more valuable when you might not need it. If you have a few assets and limited income potential and you don't own property or drive, umbrella insurance might not be necessary. However, remember that legal fees alone can be substantial, and umbrella policies often cover legal defense. The peace of mind might be worth the call. How much umbrella coverage should you get? Common coverage amounts. Umbrella policies are typically sold in increments of $1 million, starting at $1 million and going up to $5 million or more. Now, the amount that you choose depends on your assets, income, and potential risk. A general rule of thumb is to purchase enough to cover your net worth plus future income, but there's really no one-size-fits-all answer. Calculating your coverage. Add up your assets: home equity, retirement savings, investments accounts, and personal property. Consider potential future earnings, especially if you're in a high-paying career. Then think about your risk factors. Do you drive frequently, own a pool, or host large gatherings? The worst-case scenario judgment is rendered against you. How much could you lose? Choose a coverage limit that would protect those assets. Costs of umbrella insurance. Umbrella policies are surprisingly affordable, often between $150 to $400 per year for $1 million in coverage. The premium depends on the amount of coverage, number of homes and vehicles you own, driving record, and any additional risk factors such as boats or ATVs. Considering the protection it provides, umbrella insurance is one of the best value policies available. The often overlooked disability insurance. Why disability insurance matters. Now, while umbrella insurance protects your assets from liability claims, disability insurance protects your income if you can't work due to illness or injury. Now, many people insure their homes and cars but overlook their ability to earn a living. According to insurance industry statistics, 1 in 4 workers will become disabled before retirement. Disability doesn't just happen on the job. It can result from illnesses like cancer or mental health conditions. Without income replacement, paying bills can become impossible. Types of disability insurance. Short-term disability. This provides a portion of your salary for a few weeks to a few months after you become disabled. Employers sometimes offer it as a benefit. It covers temporary conditions like a broken leg or childbirth recovery. Long-term disability insurance. It kicks in after short-term coverage ends, typically paying 50 to 60% of your salary for years or until you return to work or reach retirement age. This is the coverage most people lack. Social Security Disability Insurance, SSDI. This is a federal program that provides benefits if you meet strict criteria for disability or have enough work credits. SSDI payments are often modest and approval can take months or years. Now, who needs disability insurance? Anyone who depends on their income needs disability insurance. Even if you have savings, a long-term disability could exhaust your funds quickly. It's especially critical if you are the primary income earner for your family. If your job requires physical labor or carries injury risk. If you have minimal sick leave or no employer-provided disability coverage. You're self-employed and you don't have paid leave. Cost of disability insurance. Premiums vary based on age, health, occupation, and the benefit amount. Policies with longer waiting periods before benefits begin, known as elimination periods, cost less. Many financial advisors recommend purchasing a policy that replaces 60% of your income with a 90-day elimination period. So expect to pay 1 to 3% of your annual income for long-term disability insurance. Choosing between umbrella and disability insurance. Now, both policies are important, but your priorities may differ based on your situation. If you own a home, have assets, and face liability risks from driving, hosting gatherings, or owning pets, umbrella insurance provides a real safety net. If your family depends on your paycheck and losing your ability to work would be catastrophic, disability insurance is crucial. Ideally, you would have both, especially as your wealth and responsibilities grow. Practical steps to get covered. Reviewing your existing policies. Check your auto and home liability limit. They're below $250,000 for bodily injury and $300,000 for homeowners liability, then increase them. Insurers require certain minimums before selling an umbrella policy. Review your employer's disability benefits to see what coverage you already have and whether it's sufficient. Shopping for umbrella insurance. Umbrella policies are usually purchased from the same insurer that provides your home and auto coverage. Bundling policies often qualifies you for discount. Provide details about your vehicles, property, and household members. Be honest about risk factors. Compare quotes from multiple insurers. Ask whether lawsuits related to volunteer work, social media posts, or rental properties are covered. Shopping for disability insurance. If your employer doesn't offer long-term disability insurance, then look for individual policies. Compare the benefit amount, elimination period, and definition of disability. Some policies define disability as the inability to perform your own occupation. Others use any occupation, meaning you must be unable to work in any job to qualify. The own occupation definition provides better protection, particularly for professionals like surgeons or attorneys. Ask about cost of living adjustments to keep pace with inflation. Working with professionals. Insurance agents and financial advisors can help you assess your risk and recommend appropriate coverage. Some advisors specialize in disability insurance. A broker can shop policies from multiple carriers to find the best rates. When buying any insurance, read the policy documents carefully and ask questions. Understand coverage limits, exclusions, and claim procedures. The one type of insurance that many people forget, umbrella insurance, can protect your savings and future earnings when your standard liability coverage runs out. Kicks in when you need it most, covering serious accidents, lawsuits, and costly legal fees. At a relatively low annual premium, umbrella insurance offers peace of mind that you won't lose everything in a lawsuit. In addition, disability insurance protects your income if you can't work due to illness or injury. Both of these policies address risks that other insurance doesn't fully cover. So assess your risk factors, review existing policies, and speak with professionals to find the right coverage level. By filling in these gaps, you can rest easy knowing that unexpected events won't derail your financial plan. Now, if you want to see which insurance option is best for your situation, then we'll leave our affiliate links below to surveys that you can take. These are affiliate links, which means that we earn a small commission when you use them at no extra cost to you. Your support through these links helps keep our channel going and allows us to continue to create free content like this. We really appreciate it if you decide to use it. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on the channel, we provide clear, in-depth guides and comparisons to help you understand different types of insurance and make smarter decisions about protecting yourself, your family, and your lifestyle. So be sure to subscribe. But other than that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you here in the next video.